What's hanging young heroes? Hari ini kita lanjut main Genshin. Seperti biasa, awal-awal ada Xinyan, ada Yanfei. Dua karakter favoritku. Ngapain mereka di sini? Halo Yukama Yashiro, by the way. Welcome young heroes. Semoga hari ini jadi hari yang ye buat kita semua. Mana dia? Mana Yanfei? Pak pengacara, Ibu tolong bela Panadim.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler. It's been a while for sure. Didn't expect to see you and not cry. Oh, if only. Not cry's even more lawless than I could have imagined. How should I put it? Well, that's just it. This place is quite literally a lawless land.
Oh, Indonesia dong.
Even if I was hired to provide legal assistance, I suspect it'd all devolve into everyone resorting to the Final Defense Manifesto to air their grievances. Ta-da! Here's your answer. The most direct method of self-defense. Okay, enough of that. The reason I came to Nod Cry is to gather material for the new legal guidebook I'm co-authoring with Shinobu. The book's theme centers on the borders of law, and one of its chapters is about what happens when law and order completely breaks down. There's no way I'd be able to get an accurate picture of that back in Liyue. So here I am, this infamous land of lawlessness. As soon as I stepped into Nod Cry, I knew I was in the right place. It's not like the law here has broken down. It's more like it never existed at all. And unsurprisingly, I haven't run into a single person in my line of work. Being a legal consultant here is probably an easy way to starve. Hey, don't worry. I've got Adeptus blood, remember? Ordinary bandits can't even scratch me. In fact, I'm kind of waiting for someone to come and accost me. Then I can drag them aside and interview them on how they survive in such a hostile place.
Wah, dari WNI dia.
Yeah, you have no
Wawancari
idea.
aku saja,
I spent
Yanfei.
so
Saya
long convincing her to
pengalaman
let me leave. I'm sure my
dengan
horns grew out a
ketidakadilan.
little. Why, yes, we talked it through. I definitely did. Yes? Yeah. Granny just loves me to bits, you know, and we spoke for ages. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got an appointment with, the Curatorium of Secrets, that's it. So, without further ado, I'll be getting... See you! Bye!
Kemana itu anak? Yanfei mencari WNI, saudara-saudara. Xinyan, kamu ngapain di sini, Xinyan? Ya Allah. Kalau mau ditanya karakter favorit Genshin saya siapa, salah satunya adalah Xinyan. Xinyan ngeband, Xinyan manggung di kafe. Let's go. Mana Xinyan? Wih, Xinyan, ngapain kamu di sini?
Hey, if it isn't the Traveler! Didn't expect to see you here. This surprise meeting is pretty sick. I should spin it into a tune right here. I sure am. Having a ball, to be honest. Fun is where the inspiration lies. Most of my songs might be about rebellion and breaking down prejudices and all that, but that doesn't mean I have to beat a serious rhythm all the time. Too much of a downer really ruins the feel of a song. You gotta relax and recharge. That way, you'll be ready to kill it when it's time to perform. I guess I'm hoping for some sort of unexpected breakthrough. I've been so focused on writing new material, but everything I come up with feels old and stale. I need something new. So I decided to take a holiday to try escaping this prison I've built for myself. My last stop was Fontaine, where I saw a magazine with some photos of Nod Cry. It got my creative juices flowing, and I was itching to find out more. Well, after looking into it, it turns out the whole atmosphere and way of thinking out here are like nothing I've encountered before. There's some group called the Frost Moon Scions who lean into some pretty far-out instrumentation. So I was thinking, maybe I could take some inspiration from the local folk scene and incorporate it into my own music.
Wow, bikin rock rohani ya dia.
Sure. I want to try adding a few flutes and keys, plus some of the more out there melodic phrasing. Obviously, I can't just flip genres completely. Still gotta keep the core lyrical and musical themes intact. Anyway, when I got to Nasha Town, I bumped my guitar case on some corrugated iron, and it made this really funky sound. I got this sudden flash of inspiration. I shouldn't just be looking for new instruments to improve my music. I should be trying to enhance my guitar's timbre too. Oh, something like that. It's kind of hard to replicate a guitar with your voice, you know? Basically, I'm going for something punchy, compact, clean, and absolutely savage. If I could modify my guitar's acoustics, ramp up the compression, and add a second sound hole to boost the lower end frequencies, oh, I think I can get a sharper, more metallic sound.
Wow. Sinian pengen beli efek gitar.
Thanks for the support. Oh man, my motivation's like a double bass drum going at 200 BPM right now. Give me a bit to play around with this and hammer out the kinks. I'll invite you to the official unveiling of my breakthrough sound soon enough.
Oke, mari kita mulai. Tuh saha di situ. Yoimiya, Yoimiya, Yoimiya. Oh, beneran. Dia beneran ke itu dong, ke kelingkleng dong. Wah, ada apa ini? Para karakter pyro favoritku pada ngumpul.
Time to roll.
Yoimiya. Beneran pengen bikin ini kah dia? Pengen bikin petasan kah? Di dalam.
Big Sis Yoimiya!
Wih,
You're here!
udah kenal aja lu pada. Udah jadi kak bener.
Hey there, Aino! I came as soon as I got your letter. So how's it going? Is it done? You bet. I finished your order right away. Inappa, help me verify the order.
Affirmative. Retrieving order data. Client Big Sis Yoimiya ordered a custom-made companion gift for children. Order complete. Remarks.
Oi.
To be traded for tricolor dango recipe, launch tube, kite, spinning top, and tamari. Order verification complete.
Everything's right here. Check it out. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Udah.
Let me see. Whoa! This is a pot of fish? Yep. I call it the wibbly wobbly fishy pot.
Pot ikan goyang
The fish can
dompret.
even wiggle back and forth. Don't they look like they're really swimming in water? Now you won't have to worry about Matsuzaka and the others not being able to keep fish alive. They don't even need to change the water. What do you think? What do you think? Wow, wow! Fish planted in a flower pot? That's awesome! I know! How did you come up with Suzaka, Iwao, and Saika are going to be so excited! I'll say thanks for them first.
Yoimiya tuh kalau ngomong ikutan
As
senyum
long as
saya
there's
tuh.
sweet stuff involved, framework is easy peasy for me.
You like it too?
I made lots because I had enough materials. You can have this one.
Dapat
No
dapat
need,
dong.
no need. Big sis Yoimiya gave me lots of gifts. And she even made me so many toys that I've never seen before. I don't quite get how to play with a spinning top, though. Could you teach me one?
No problem at all. I even made a special Aino-only top string just for... Here, take it. And let's have a spin-off and see who...
Yay! Loser's gotta help another make crime kake.
And the winner may continue operating the spinning top while awaiting the completion of aforementioned krumkake.
Yeah, exactly. Hurry up, big sis. I practiced a whole bunch yesterday.
Dengan lu Beb,
Oh, trying to beat me? Not in 100 years.
I performed this trial yesterday, following precise calculation of the force, angle, and time necessary to initiate the spinning operation. I have concluded, so long as I apply sustained force, the spinning top will continue rotating indefinitely. Affirmative.
tanpa henti.
My spinning top ceased rotation only when Aino and Miss Yoimiya fell asleep on the sofa, and I proceeded to cover them with a blanket. Since then, I have assessed that I remain best utilized performing my designated functions, making krumkake, and reminding Aino and Miss Yoimiya to eat. With that said, Aino's emotional state has taken a significant positive shift following Miss Yoimiya's arrival. Inference. She has established a new friendship. This is most favorable.
Wih. Mana ini yang dekat? SEMOGA.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Lanjut. I am Spider-Man.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Gotta steer clear of other people.
Hup. Salah pencet.
I bet the crops back in the orchard are loving this weather. Guess the Saurians won't have to water them today.
Saya kemarin makan malam. Cuman kok lapar ya pas bangun. Ada apa, Bang?
Let the mountain's veins boil! Watch out! Coming at ya!
Halo guys, misi. Saya numpang lewat. Hup. Oke. Selesai daily, kita ke
Add astra.
resin.
Thank you for complete. Add astra.
Lah, itu ada Far, Kak, di sebelah gue. Ngapain, Kak? Weh.
Any updates on the commission from last time? Should be done just about now, right?
Apologies, Mr. Varka. The wine merchants from Mondstadt say they'll need more time to prepare. Also, they have asked me to pass this message on to you. Have you seriously finished the last batch? That cart was huge.
Well, it's not like I'm the only one drinking. That amount of wine is barely enough for 2 banquets. We'll need more. Come on. I timed this down to the second. The Dawn Winery should be reopening the cellar of dandelion wine right around as the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius in
Salah
Mondstadt.
satu
Patronizing their business
makanan
is
Genshin yang
one
ingin
of
saya
my
coba,
duties.
dandelion
Don't
wine.
worry, I've left some for them. I didn't clean it all out, or Charles would have nothing to work with. The trouble with long journeys, though, is that wine tends to lose its flavor in the process. Next time I get back, I'll have Charles mix me the strongest drink he's got. Now, who to drink with? Kaya would definitely come if I called. D-Luke? Well, if I can catch him, I'll have a couple of drinks with him, too. Well, might as well get those two to have a drink together, perhaps.
Ide bagus. Oke, mari kita menghilangkan resin. Kemarin kita itu pengen ngupgrade saha ya. Oh iya, si Tinari. Sekali upgrade lagi 450.000. Ini habis. Kita menangkap kupu-kupu. Udah ketangkep. Sip. Akan mainan lain-lain.
I bet the crops back in the orchard are loving this weather. Guess the Saurians won't have to water them today. Watch out! Hey there! Boof! Kapow! Hero incoming! By royal decree! Hey there! Hi! Yeah!
Kenapa dapat kayu juga? Ada mukul kayu kah gua? Oh, ini kayu. Satu.
Coming at ya! Watch out! Oof! Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Oh, it's revealed by... Hey there! Ha.
Dua. Mana lagi nih? Yoi. Nggak pagi amat sih emang Genshin reset hariannya jam 3 kan.
Finally, the rain has stopped.
Sekalian kita mainkan sebelum beraktivitas. Kerjaanku lagi numpuk. Apa itu? By the way, welcome Bang Arya.
Letting brave names echo!
Dirimu main Genshin juga tak?
Coming at ya! Yeah! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Headbutt! Kapow!
Simpatex.
By royal
Wah, ya.
decree! Watch out! Hey there! Bring it!
Dua.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Oof! Look out below!
Simpatex.
It's justice o'clock!
Simpatex.
Yeah! Heads up!
Simpatex.
Charge!
Simpatex.
Oh, it's revealed by...
Tembak.
Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Gak mati.
Hey there!
Tiga. Satu lagi. Masuguni. Di depan. Mana? Anjir di bawah coy. Banyaknya harta karun.
Better hold back this time.
Headbutt! Letting brave names echo! Coming at ya! Watch out! Not fire! Well...
Ambing.
Charge! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Look out below! Hi! You're pretty tough!
Mending soy gue.
Hiya! Watch out! By royal decree, Midnight Phantasmagoria! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Take too long.
Oh, tadi itu ada yang ikut nyampur. Musuhnya, pantesan. Kena combo saya.
So shiny.
Take everything. Terus naikin si Tinari. Oke, Tinari mentok. Sekarang kita bisa fokus naikin karakter bintang 4. Siapa duluan, ayo? Iya, masih yang di bocah, lupa gue. Lu juga minta dinaikin ya? Besok deh. Bintang 5 aturan udah aman semua sih. Ini nanggung. Cuman punya 1. Ini belum bisa. Warka nunggu minggu depan. Oh, bisa naik Anda. Nggak ngomong-ngomong. Ntar ya Bu ya. Besok ya Bu, saya naikin Bu. Berarti ya udah deh. Oke. Udah semua harian, kita lanjut misi. Menyalakan fokus. Bentar kan ini? Ya. Itu teleport point kudu dinyalain tuh, kok ngejauh. Oh itu tuh wheelnya tuh. Itu makhluk apa? Anjir, gua kirain tukang mancing dari jauh. Emang spot mancing ternyata. Ih, lucu, ada yang bikin patung robot mancing. That's cute, that's nice.
Time to roll.
Kenapa nih?
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Oh, hey look! They made it back as well! Flint's, Llama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
I certainly
Ada
am.
kemajuan kah?
I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
Hah?
We meet
Siapa?
again.
Albedo!
Albedo! What are you doing here?
That would be a natural assumption to make. It's also the correct one.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was
Mana
fighting
tuh
the
lagi?
wild hunt. When they told me they were Sir Varka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
why don't you come and introduce yourself?
Durin? Durin, let's go!
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so different! In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Keren.
Thank you,
Emblem
Paimon.
heartnya Durin.
And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you? How come she isn't back yet?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea. Or
Uh-oh. People are talking
Eto.
about me. Hope it's nothing
Bapak,
negative.
Bapak.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality,
Bikin
ladies and
kursi.
gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say
Gila.
goodbye.
Bapakku
We
Sailor
really
Moon.
appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on.
Oke. Yang keempat dimulai. Lah yang tadi itu belum keempat. He. Lo. Dari tadi belum keempat ya?
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in.
Oke.
Though, it looks like we have another new face.
Dan
Someone
sleep.
else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
this here is Deanslip, colleague of Jeanette's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt, then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, though I can't promise the same for everyone else.
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to Rustle up a couple more chairs.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the game already.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter.
All right then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Laumo will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true saint.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting.
Lauma
Let's
kagak
take a
jadi
little
diajak
breather, folks.
rapat, coy. Ya Allah.
Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
Oh, kita suruh nunggu.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind.
Liburan
Anyway,
selanjutnya ke Mondstadt
how
kah?
about you, Durin? What sort of...
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I want?
I can try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Ngekomis. Malah ngekomis.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Itlua.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core.
Morning.
In that sense, he puts me to shame.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik?
Selamat datang, young heroes.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Semoga harimu
But I get the
jadi
feeling that's not
hari
quite
yang
what you meant.
uye, jadi hari yang bahagia. Ini ceritanya baru bangun apa
Come
belum tidur nih,
on,
by
why
the
the
way?
awkward silence?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. Now that was an awkward silence.
Dead air, woy, dead
Let's just keep
air.
this between ourselves. Probably best if Itlua doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess. The Traveler and Paimon?
Kelakuan dua
It's
bapak-bapak.
dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear your secret's safe with me.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough, then. Nothing like a bit of mutual leverage to seal the bonds of friendship.
Mereka menjalin persahabatan dengan ngejulitin orang. Sementara itu, Densleaf.
Is there
Halo,
something
Den.
you'd like to say to me?
Lama tak jumpa.
For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure.
Diskon,
Let's
ya
do that.
diskon.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Indeed. Thank you.
Yeay, mereka datang. Rapat. Nah, apa pada menghela napas?
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
Huh. So much for just this once.
Nah.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flint's?
Must have been a frog.
Suara
They
kodok.
get so noisy around here at nighttime.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerir's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flint's, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild hunt to buy time for the rest of us. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team.
Let's go.
By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Let's go.
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so,
Lah, Denzel
congratulations on the
nggak
booming
diperkenalan.
business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Rerir of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsliff. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Rerir of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here?
I'll tell you everything I know.
Oke.
The history of Conria, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before.
Sekalinya nyeritain ke semua orang ya, Densleif ya.
The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the abyss tempted them to their fall. The visionary, Vedafenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rheindotter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Rerir of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedafenir, was summoned to the palace. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedafenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to just...
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours...
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Dia ngomong. Oke.
Now that we've united the hearts of the 3 moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me. So I want to be completely honest with you all. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. So far, I have yet to find a solution. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Rerir of Solnari.
Kutar.
Defeating the Rerir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir?
Okay.
What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what, given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
Okay.
So you're placing all your hopes on me.
We can't thank you
Semuanya
enough
tergantung
for agreeing to
investigasi.
help us.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of...
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery.
Miss Lauma, you have to
basa-basi.
understand something. Unlike you, I don't...
Is that right? Well...
Anyway, we've got Mr. Dainsliff. Let's talk. And Traveler, once we...
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance... Why? You think I...
Quite the opposite.
Okay. Okay. Buka pintu.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsliff get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past. And you seem fairly We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invite...
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. All right, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again. The reason I've gathered you all here is think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony.
Well, good luck.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rerir's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here.
Okay.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard?
Good. Please, take a seat.
Kita akan menjadi penyelam handal, menyelami postingan-postingan jadul punya Rerir.
Did
untuk
Mr.
mencari
Dainsliff
petunjuk.
tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rerir kept some big secrets in his life.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history?
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
Okay.
All right.
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
Okay.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes.
Kemarin udah nyelam ke itunya Arlecchino. Dimensi Blood Moon, Crimson Moon. Sekarang nyelam lagi.
Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup, according to Dainsliff. Is this where you keep your secrets? Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files, packed with the personal details of individual Conrians. The Crimson Moon dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since Rerir worked as a secret agent during the latter, it stands to reason that he was tasked with purging remnants of the old dynasty. Yep.
Info yang kita sudah tahu.
He looks even gloomier than last time.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized.
Wah, banyak
Another
kali
one for
korbannya dia.
purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. No. Neutralized on. Just another nobody for the art. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. Female, 16. Occupation, none. Neutralized on. Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. Female,
Apa yang menyebabkan si Rerir jatuh ke dalam
filed.
Guilt kan?
Neutralized and.
Apakah rasa bersalah?
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time.
depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of.
Damn.
The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
Oke, Rerir mulai rada gila karena tuntutan pekerjaan. Suruh kemana? Oh, di sini ada ruangan.
Mr. Vedafelnir? It's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such.
No fooling a prophet.
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject, and the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Damn.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindus?
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it?
The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rerir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret
Rajanya
you've been
literally
keeping from me,
antek-antek
Rerir.
asing, guys.
But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal?
Temanya
Vedifilnir
Lauman.
must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Interesting indeed. Jadi basically yang terjadi di Khaenri'ah itu.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you risk having your throat torn out. Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one even remembers them.
Masalahnya pelik sekali ternyata.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Thelindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
Yang terjadi di Khaenri'ah itu sama dengan yang terjadi di Papua.
What about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in.
Presidennya dikuasai oleh antek-antek
right
asing.
Please think about yourself for once.
Dia menggila, ingin merampas hak hidup banyak orang dari suku tertentu ya.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags? Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk, and the prey won't sense a thing.
Terus ini si Rerir, anggota Intel, disuruh ngincer aktivis.
No traces.
That doesn't make it open the thing that happens to me right now. What if somebody doesn't?
That won't happen.
It's strange. Ever since he fell under the spell of that power, in the beginning, he only had to take out a handful of the guilty. But now...
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Tapi dari 5 dosa, dosa apa yang...
You know why Thelindis didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because he didn't trust you? Or something else?
No!
Thelindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
Udah entet.
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead.
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. But I... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Sure.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like... No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Wait. Thelindis? No. No. Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. Carefully conceived. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends... Irminsul. Finster King. How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Okay. Jadi mungkin dia akan melakukan perjanjian dengan Abyss untuk
You're really letting me go?
membantai-bantai.
As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you,
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again. To...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. But remember, don't let anyone know.
Ketahuan kah?
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedavulnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedavulnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. Tell me then, what will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster Kings. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging
Rajanya
in the balance.
antek-antek asing, guys. Makanya mau bisa-bisanya dia membantai rakyat sendiri.
And it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancé, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. And why does Vedavulnir, Dainslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow, time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, but there's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Part simulation, part... Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Oke. Di mana ini?
Rerir, are you there?
Hah? Dain? Gua nggak bisa mencet huruf D. Wah anjir, kelok gue coy, nggak bisa mencet huruf D gue, huruf D gue rusak, aduh. Gak bisa diatur kah? Gak bisa lagi. Bagaimana ini? Huruf di laptopku rusak. Aku harus mencari keyboard yang dicolok dulu sebentar. Kalau nggak bisa jalan nih kita, huruf D-nya nggak bisa dipencet. Pakai arah bisa nggak arah? Nggak bisa. Why is it nggak bisa diputar pun. Aku nggak bisa maju ke depan. Nggak bisa. Dikimasen. Ya sudahlah. Emergency, kita mencari keyboard portable. Got one. Dapat, coba kita maju. Yes, bisa, let's go.
Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent.
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay, I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
Hah, kudu banget ya beginian pakai puzzle. Ngeng. Ngeng. Oh, gak bisa. Salah pencet. Loh. Kok malah? Oh alah. Ke bawah, ke belakang, ke belakang. Ke atas, bawah, bawah, atas, depan.
Well, this is a nice change.
Hey, Rendoter.
When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in
Suaranya
broad
begini.
daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Robtatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Eftervit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
Kenapa di zoom in seolah ada ekspresinya?
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Heroptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
Terlalu Indonesia
It
ya.
has
Ada
nothing to
orang
do with
ngomong
trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as
protes
clear as day to
kebijakan,
anyone paying attention.
dibikin buta,
I
masuk
simply
penjara.
appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not
Cuman
what
kan
get
dia
you
tahu
ahead
masa
in Conria.
depan. Berarti dia
Do you
tahu dong
honestly
bakal
think
dibutain,
this is
bakal
an
masuk
important
penjara.
discussion to be having right now?
Dan kata
Dane,
Dane kan dia
What are you planning to do?
ngehianatin
Rescue
Dane pas
Vedafenir,
pengen
I assume.
diselamatin.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed?
Orang
You
kayak
have
dia
noble
ngeliat
ambition,
ada
Stain.
aktivis dibutain
I'm afraid
matanya
they
dan
don't do
masuk
much for a
penjara
guy
langsung
like me.
pengen itu guys.
I'm not interested
Pengen
in saving the
kudeta
world.
langsung pada
All I want is a letter of pardon.
Indonesia kapan ya?
A letter of pardon? For
Pengen
whom?
ikut.
Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim.
Ya Allah, ada lagi. Tiba-tiba
This
kok kayak main
black
jet
fog
gue
over
ya.
the board must have some connection to Thelindis. Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Kita jadi main Zenless bro. Oke, berarti Gak nyampe. Oh, emang gitu. Satu, dua, tiga, empat, lima, ngepas abis. 1, 2, 3, 4 lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway.
Dipengaruhi oleh
If we
antek-antek
really made it
asing
there one day, what would we
daripada
find? And how would we go
ngelanjutin
about taming the
penelitian tentang
unknown?
Moon Marrow,
My imagination
rajanya
is endlessly fueled by
beralih
questions such as
haluan
these.
ke sawit ke abis. Emang Indo Penria itu ternyata Indo, guys. Ini berarti kalau Indo lempeng-lempeng baik nunggu kena Celestia aja nih kita nih. Nunggu di pantek Celestia kita, guys. Berantem dulu.
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis.
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late You never saw him, and I don't know what he did.
What if he finds out that you pried into his...
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it...
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
Oh.
A red moon? You mean...
Berarti ini nenek moyangnya.
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
Nenek moyangnya Arlecchino.
I promise, Thelindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins.
Si Fritter
No
kabur
matter
dari
how
kain
long
Ria,
it takes.
bisa hidup normal, lolos dari pembantaian kain Ria dia. Pantas Arlecchino masih ada, rasnya masih berlanjut. Hebat. Survivor coy. Mana lagi nih kita? Depan. Ini kayaknya kita suruh mondar mandir deh, suruh muter deh ini deh. Neng. Iya, kudu ngelewatin. Kagak usah dilawan. Nyangkut tapi gue. Kagak nyampe. Berarti itu jalan yang salah. Atas berantem. Nyangkut gue. Dame data. Ja. Korede. Okay.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedafilnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Junta militer berarti ya?
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Lagi kah? My God. Wah beneran men, dead kita guys. Minggir. Wah nggak bisa yang ini, salah gua. Entet dulu.
place is filthy. Found you. Hello, Mr.
It's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedafulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm?
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafulnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Thelindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what—
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are—
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too?
Oh, bukan dia.
The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedafulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only
Kata-kata
chance you
ini yang
have of fighting
nge-trigger
back against
selama
fate.
masih hidup
It is up to you whether you believe my words.
Kisah tak akan
Regardless,
berakhir.
that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell...
Just then, a strange wave of energy ripped...
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas?
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
Oke. Harusnya sudah tidak butuh lagi nih keyboard.
Monsters?
Gak bisa
Is this
dilewatin ya.
granddaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum?
Lewatin.
Out of my way!
Oof! Oz, reveal thyself! Bring it! Hey there! Watch out!
The Universitas. That reminds me of... Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of... But if they were ever gonna activate, it would probably be on...
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger.
Kenapa dia kontaminasi abis nih si Crimson Moon? Apa Crimson Moonnya udah kontaminasi abis di sini? Goblok, jatuh yang gue kirain ada itunya.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Headbutt! Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Oof! Heads up! Charge! By royal decree!
Can't hide the truth.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Hey there! A proper send-off!
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Oof! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Watch out! Coming at ya!
Letting Crave's names echo.
Hiya! Yeah! Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Oof!
Ada rajanya.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Watch out! Attack! Hi!
Apakah di sini kontaminasi abis dan antara
Monsters
abis dan
at the
iridescent moon
Universitas Magistrorum? Why now?
menyatu?
Oh no, they're coming. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back!
Kenapa itu orang?
What's that?
Rerir! So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Lindis? No, don't do it!
Solusinya tuh Lindis?
Lindis! Lindis!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lonely pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Oh, yang lain tuh pada kena korup abis, guys. 5 pendosa tuh pada kena korup abis semua. Kena bisikan setan gara-gara rajanya juga, kemungkinan juga jadi gelo semua gara-gara abis. Yang gak harus cuma dari sudut doang. Oh, walah.
Rerir!
Lindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering,
kenapa pada
where
jahat
do
ya
you
anak
think would be
bilangnya
a
para
good place
pendosa
to
ya kan?
discuss it?
Dari
Maybe in the
Gold,
garden?
maknya Albedo.
Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
Bentar, solusinya sih itu gimana? Ngapain dia? TP dia ke dia kan neliti Moon Marrow. Moon Marrow kan bisa jadi portal. Nah, ini dia tahu kan dia mau hancur si ini calon bininya kabur dulu aja kan dia. Ke dimensi Moon Marrow.
I will find you. And then you can give me your answer.
Ikut masuk juga dia.
So that's how the Rerir of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Time to get back.
Indonesia banget ya.
His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rerir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy. As
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone. However, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry and their...
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you...
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets?
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But
Yuk,
let's meet up with the others
rapat
first.
lagi.
Yes, boss.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first...
Forgive my curiosity, but...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring...
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I...
Keren juga ya si Never ya. Bisa diving ke masa lalu orang anjir.
Oh no.
Apa tuh? Nah paper. Nah paper. Neper kenapa per? Kenapa oh no per?
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Nyasar kita.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry? What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait.
Huh?
How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Huh?
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated?
Kita nyangkut.
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully...
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent. Which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not...
Meaning this is not something you...
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me...
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile?
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here. So I suggest everyone find, even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean...
Don't I have the best employee?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out.
Oh, Lama. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Wah, repot ya ini ya. Ternyata kita masih di dalam loh, Aru Village.
Familiar. That's not a good sign.
Oh, kita nyasar ke backstory-nya Never kita.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
Kita jadi Never bocah. Jadi Never bocil. Oh, dia orang Aru Village.
Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords.
Pile of stones. Got it.
Aduh.
Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten
Nah,
back
bapaknya
just a
normal
little
dia.
sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
Bapaknya bukan itu
It was just
manusia
a figure of
hewan.
speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no
Maknya
time
berarti
to
ya.
be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought...
If it wasn't for these blasted...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be... You know how prosperous our ancestors were. But things are looking up.
So you're the academia's...
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partner. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long.
So... do you get anything good out of...
Of course. My luck's improving all the time.
Masuk kah? Enggak.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us.
Well, did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try.
Wah.
You're a liar and a cheat.
Waduh, bapaknya. Entet kah? No.
I heard Yehoda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinue, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quick... This is my second time writing to you.
I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the... I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent.
Oh.
The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Dang! Backstory never.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
Oh, zaman-zaman sagenya masih pada semua ini.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of...
Please, have faith! If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you. She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please.
So, where are you?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
Damn.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form.
Oh, dia lulusan akademia juga berarti.
Never. You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller. Apa itu maksudnya? Apakah Never seangkatan sama Lisa?
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions? What's the other one?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the Academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
Oh, the House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be...
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I...
Hey, don't. You're a great teacher. And you do your best for all your students. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
Masuk akal. Apakah?
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of Let's take a look.
Surat bapaknya pernah sampai ke sini. Ya Allah.
A dilapidation survey. This one was never even opened. Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the...
Bukan.
Guided in clinical terms. For example, this seems like something the academia would... Wait, what's this written on the back? It's so small. The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return... This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in recent years. However, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring, they do not even have education is the fundamental purpose of this institution. As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative. But do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this. Great. And the sender is...
Spontamat.
I didn't realize. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Whatever. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has...
Nah, ini zaman-zaman pas infonya masih dikendalikan orang-orang ini. Ya.
Greetings, Halil. I don't know how well you in my tribe, learning the Shimti tribe lives off. This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sand. The Eob and Unut are descended. I found a well belonging to the When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned we have next to no resources here.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You liar. You lied up, and who fell for it? Which makes you a pathetic. I think I'll take over from here. Let me...
Di saat inilah Never bersumpah untuk menjadi businesswoman. Apakah Never tidak lulus? Dia keluar dari akademia begitu saja?
I just came to say goodbye.
Iya dong.
Thanks for everything you've done for me.
Never? You...
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't... Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although,
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it?
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown. It's not worth much. Keep it.
But never.
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Kirain bakal ketemu Lisa.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right?
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive.
Udah dong, aturan mau ada kisah apa lagi, Per? Di tengah-tengah story beginian tiba-tiba ada story karakter. Dia gabung Yellow Turban, menarik.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Iab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Iab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong.
Fakta bahwa
beginning in
Iab sudah
obscurity
tidak ada
and moving
di
to prosperity.
Sumeru.
You're the only
Dibantai
ones
sama
who
Never
defied
kayaknya.
the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Iab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academy. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million...
Don't get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in... I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me...
You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway?
All right, I take your point. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration.
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and I trust. So let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the EAB's military.
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
I don't...
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single Mora of the—
No! Please, Ambassador, just... That well is ours.
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I will find them.
Much obliged. Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of—
The EAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. So let me ask you, Chief, if you—
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not, at the same time—
We have our own rules out here.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but natural allies. Weren't the EAB your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized—
Oh, pengen dihancurin dua-duanya, anjir.
Then I suggest you see, Dad. Lying is easy when you know how.
Ternyata Neper tukang tipu. A grifter berarti dia tuh. Apaan tuh tadi? Ngomong-ngomong, kapan nih kita keluarnya dari masa lalu Never ya? Ini udah jam 6 lewat nih, saya mau makan. Yeay.
Look at yourselves. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary... I think maybe I've even done the desert a favor. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive, but you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain.
Yeah, but...
Yehuda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Ya udah lagi.
Alright, time for a So, anyway, that's enough of that.
Ini bagus ya udah.
When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find somewhere...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Pertanyaan yang sama yang saya
Really?
tanyakan.
A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or...
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trades...
Ah.
I didn't know you were...
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General...
That's Boss Neff for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the bare bone basics. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
Hore. Kita keluar dari kayak kudu berantem dulu dari depan dah. Yap, arena. Terlalu ngarena, Mas. Or not.
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but...
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
Awas ya kalau lawan bos ya. Masa kita lawan bos di masa lalu? Iya. Hey.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Kocak.
Hold on!
Fatu?
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Let's go, Artifact Dori, come to the rescue.
How repulsive.
Damn slave. Columbina. Jadi kejebak dalam kotak si Rerirnya.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I?
Nice. Ooh.
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after...
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you make—
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was. Seeming as I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any humans, full of secrets.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
Jadi lu dewa
Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating. The Rerir of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a...
Yes.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his... No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Nodcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever...
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lama?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot...
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where...
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well.
I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the...
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rerir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon.
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he...
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss...
I could not agree more.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite... This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring...
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me.
Take
Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan.
Ya, akhirnya satu hari berlalu.
Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I...
Kita kembali ke kamar.
Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight.
Mau ngomongin apa nih, Farka?
Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Rerir of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we...
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But you have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could... Great.
Aman.
All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Duran, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, I was dying.
All right, so...
Ya, kita nggak dikasih tahu. Kita nggak dikasih
We
tahu
felt a little uneasy
rencananya.
about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss. You're well within your rights to refuse if you so choose.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Rerir of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
Apa tuh? Apa yang sebenarnya terjadi? Apa yang direncanakan? Saya tidak tahu.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Rerir of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Apa? Oke, kita sudahi dulu sampai di sini streaming hari ini. Besok kita lanjut rapat lagi. Rapat terus. Oke deh guys, thank you yang sudah nonton, yang sudah mampir, yang sudah nge-like. Akhir kata, be good people, yang heroes. See you on the next stream. Bye-bye.